Hi, this is David Comfort from Democracy Action Network. Here's a mind-blowing fact. Did you know that a recent budget bill passed by House Republicans is projected to strip 17 million people of their health insurance by 2034? That's honestly crazy, right? This isn't just a number. It represents real lives and families that will be impacted by cuts to essential programs like Medicaid and the Affordable Care Act. Ever notice how the wealthiest Americans seem to get richer while the rest of us are left to fend for ourselves? What if I told you that this bill is being hailed as one of the most regressive tax and budget laws in the last 40 years? That's not just a political jab, it's a stark reality for millions who rely on these social safety nets. The Congressional Budget Office estimates that the Medicaid cuts alone could lead to 51,000 avoidable deaths each year. This is not just a policy decision. It's a life and death issue for many. It's absurd and frankly unfair that while the richest among us are being catered to, the most vulnerable are facing a potential health crisis. The bill includes a staggering $100 billion for immigration and customs enforcement, which many Americans feel is going too far. Yet some politicians are trying to downplay the bill's negative effects by claiming that these cuts are somehow immaterial. Really? How can we ignore the suffering that these policies will cause? But here's the inspiring part. History shows us that when we come together to stand up against injustice, we can create real change. Just look at the civil rights movements or the fight for healthcare reform. Each time, it was the collective voices of the people that turned the tide. We have the power to push back against these regressive policies. Solutions are within our reach. Imagine a future where healthcare is a right, not a privilege, where no one has to choose between putting food on the table or getting the medical care they need. This is possible if we rally together and demand better from our leaders. We're facing big problems, but they're not insurmountable puzzles. By engaging in conversations, advocating for those who can't advocate for themselves, and holding our representatives accountable, we can create a fairer system. Let's be the generation that stands up for what's right. Let's be the happy warriors who fight for justice, equality, and compassion. Remember, every small action counts in this fight for a better future. Together, we can dismantle the absurdities of this budget and build a society that works for everyone, not just the wealthy few. The road ahead may be challenging, but with hope and determination, we can turn these challenges into opportunities for progress. So let's get to work. This is David Comfort from Democracy Action Network. Peace. You can sign up for Dan by scanning this QR code.